Hello, welcome back to the next step on your Start 1K journey. So today we are going to be talking about lead tracking. So we're going to have a little bit of a recap first. I'm just going to very quickly go over the marketing funnel, what is a lead and call to action, because that's important for today. Then we're going to look at how to get leads, lead magnets, why you should track leads and how to track leads. So we're just going to go straight into the recap. So as I said, we're going to just quickly go over the marketing funnel. So this is the process that a customer goes through with you from not knowing you exist to buying something from you and being a customer. So we've got awareness, they're aware that you exist, and that's through your marketing activity. They're interested, and that's where call to action and conversation comes in, which we've already covered. Then they are ready to buy, they make the decision to buy and they take action, and you've got sale. So every customer will go through this process with you. The length of the process often depends on the customer, what you're selling, that kind of thing. So this is going to be important today. I'm also just want to very quickly recap on leads and what is a lead. So a person becomes a lead when they show an interest in what you have to offer and give you their contact information. Their contact information is critical. That it's not a lead unless you've got their contact information. So that's important. And call to action. So this is the next step you want your customer to take. We covered this in an earlier session, but I just wanted to recap it here. So when you put a marketing message out there, you want a very clear call to action. You want to make it obvious what you want the customer to do if they're interested. So that's a little recap. Now we're going to get into tracking leads. So what is lead tracking? It's a way to monitor where leads are in the marketing funnel. Why should you track leads? It's important to track leads so that you can move that person on to the next step in the marketing funnel and ultimately get leads. But it's also a really good way to monitor what marketing is successful, and then what you could do is, you know, put more money into the successful marketing and less in the not so successful marketing. Why is it important to track your leads? Well, ultimately to get more sales. Remember in a previous session, I said about 37% of people who aren't quite ready to buy yet. It's important to track them, keep on top of them so that you can convert them into a sale. How do I get leads? Well, I'm glad you asked. So lead generation, there's lots of different ways for you to get leads. So remember, a lead is a person who's interested in what you've got to offer and gives you their contact information. So here's some ways that you can generate leads. Attending networking events. We covered that in a previous session. They're both on and offline networking events. LinkedIn is a really good way to generate leads. You could ask your existing customers for referrals. You could answer questions in online forums or online groups that are relevant to your customer. That would pique their interest and start to get interested in what it is you have to offer. Tracking your web visitors is a good way to generate leads. And lead magnets are an excellent way to get leads. So I'm going to talk a little bit about lead magnets. So a lead magnet is something that you offer for free in exchange for a person's email address. So I'm sure you've all seen on Facebook or Instagram when you're scrolling, you know, free download, click here to download my guide on X, Y, and Z. And then you click to get it and they want your email address, which is fine. So what you want to do is a lead magnet, you want to come up with something that's going to be of value to your customer and something that's relevant to what you're doing without giving the game away. So it's a little bit of a taste. It's a way to give them something that is going to show that you're an expert in your field, pique their interest, and you also get their email address. So when you've figured out what your lead magnet is, I've got some examples there. Downloads, checklists, step-by-step guides, a video course. There's lots of different things, loads of different examples of what a lead magnet could be. When you've decided what your lead magnet is, you need to plaster them everywhere. Send them to your old contacts, put them on all your social media platforms, put them on your website. all marketing activity should have this lead magnet on there. So you're spreading the word, you're getting those email addresses in. So very, very important. So now you've got all these leads flooding in, what do we do with them? So how to track leads. I've got a few different slides on different ways you can track leads. Now, first of all, if you are considering getting a website, you can incorporate what they call a CRM system. It stands for Customer Relationship Management System. And that is a system where it will capture the email addresses, and you can actually create a sequence of emails that will go out to those contacts, those leads. So say that I sign up on day one, then I get sent my free, whatever it is, my free useful download. Then the next day I might get another email to say, did you like the download? How did you find it? Did you notice on page 2 something, something, something? And then a couple of days later, you might get another email. So it's a way to start that conversation section of the marketing funnel. So a CRM system, you can get it built into your website. And what you would have to do is there would be a bit of legwork creating your email sequence. So thinking about what day you would like the next email to go out and what it's going to say. But once you write those emails and input them into the CRM part of your website will do all the hard work for you. It'll capture the lead, it'll send the free lead magnet, then it'll send the sequence of emails. So if you're considering a website, ask them to price for a CRM system to be included on your website. Now, if you're not considering a website, which is totally fine, these are some other free ways that you can track leads. So Microsoft OneNote, I've never used that one myself, but I have heard that it is very good and it's free if you've got Microsoft on your computer. Evernote is another free internet-based app that you can get that will do the same job. It'll capture leads, it'll send out emails, so that's a free option. Good old-fashioned pen and paper. This is a lot more manual, but what you would need to do is say that you get a notification that somebody wants the lead magnet. You would have to manually email them the lead magnet, note in your diary, you know, Lisa Hessler's downloaded the lead magnet, and then 2 days later, Lisa Hessler send email number 1. 2 days after that, Lisa Hessler sent email number 2. So a little bit more hard work, but there's nothing wrong with that. Or an Excel spreadsheet, you know, just a way to track who it is, what contact it is, what the next action is. Again, a little bit more manual, but it's a free option for you. Now, the last slide, these are some, when I mentioned CRM systems and you can get them incorporated into your website, these are all standalone CRM systems. Some of them, there will be some money to pay. Some of them might let you have a free trial, but there's a list of CRM systems that would do what I've mentioned before. They would capture the emails, they would automate the email sequence. So there's a list there. So now it's over to you. So have a little think about how this could work for your business. And I would love for you to post in the group, are you going to use a lead magnet? Have you got any ideas of what that might be? And how are you going to track your leads? So please post that in the group for some feedback. If you've got any questions, let us know, ask in the group. We're always here to help. And good luck, and I'll see you on the next one.